Yo, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. And join your brothers with the word of prayer. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be your righteous, just and holy name. Father, let your kingdom come. Let your will be done in earth, even as it is in heaven. Father, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us all our debts, as we forgive those that are indebted to us. Please, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from this evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and all the glory forever and ever, Father. Amen. Heavenly Father, we come before your throne. We thank you, dear King, for your loving kindness and for your tenderness. Father, we thank you for another day that we've never seen before. Father, we ask you today that you would open up our blind eyes. Father, unstop our deaf ears. Circumcise the four ears of our hearts. Father, that we may see, that we may hear, that we may understand. Father, speak to your servants tonight. Give them a word, Father. Let one person be delivered. Let one person receive the fruit of your name. Heavenly Father, touch and heal our brothers and our sisters today. If they be sick, if they be wounded, whatever it may be, heal us, Father. And Father, let no man get into glory, only your Son. And to the name of your Son we pray. The man who ignorantly thought Jesus Christ. Hallelujah. 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 All praise to the Creator of heaven and earth. All praise to the Son of God, the God Son. Yeah. Shalom, 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 Israel. Shalom, once again, Israelites are coming out for you. We are here for the so-called African American, right? West Indies, the native Indians, indigenous to the North, Central, and South America. Those who call themselves the Mexicans, those who call themselves Hispanics, Puerto Ricans, all right, Latinos, we are here for you. And I got a message for y'all. All right. The message is you are the Israelites according to the Bible. Now, one thing I'm not going to do today. Come on. One thing I'm not going to do today is I'm not going to change your religion. I'm not going to do that today. All right. Because I'm here to teach you your nationality, to tell you who you are first. All right. And I guarantee you, once you learn who you are, you will get away from those religions, those so-called man-made religions. Take a look in the mirror, black man and black woman. Just take a look in the mirror. All right? Catholicism is a man-made religion. That's right. 7-Day Adventist. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. That's right. Baptist. Pentecostal. Non-denomination. All right? All of those are man-made religions. Guess what? They're made by your oppressor. Take a look in the mirror. We are not those people. All right? That is not what we do. All right? If you practice the Muslim faith, like I said, I'm not up here to change you from that. But guess what? If you practice that, take a look in the mirror. Because you are not Muslim. All right? That's the Arab religion. We are not Arabs. Okay? We come from the line of Shem. That's right. That's what we're here to tell you. Let me tell you something. Your nationality, that trumps your religion. That's right. So that's what we're going to learn today. We're going to teach you that you are the Israelites according to the Bible. Well, hold up. So you telling me that you got it correct? Well, we're going to prove it not only through history, we're going to prove it through the galactical, all right? Proven time. Proven time. We're going to prove it through the people that you look up to, your oppressors. We're going to prove it through that. Oh, not Mr. Charlie. We're going to, yeah, Mr. Charlie, and archaeology. We're going to prove it through archaeology too, okay? That has been dug up all throughout the earth, and we're going to prove it, most importantly, biblically. All right, with prophecy. Uh-oh, bring it up, brother, bring it up. Get on this side, this is so short. This is out of the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. Bring it out. But Jerusalem, which is above the free, which is the mother of us all. Mother of us all. Let us finish it, brother. Read it from the top. This is out of the book of Galatians, chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is the border of free, which is the mother of us all. For it is written, rejoice, thou barren that bearest not. Break forth and cry, thou that travailest not. For the desolate have many more children than she which is an husband. That's it, brother. All praises. So we know that according to the Bible, we come from Jerusalem. Now, I know what y'all are saying. You got to prove that, brother. You have to prove that. So tonight, that's what we're going to do. This evening, that's what we're going to do. We're going to prove that we are the people of this book. Because I know that me, myself, and a lot of us up here, we have been taught that is a white man's book. And well, we heard that before. I'm not going to hear that before, right? It's a white man's book. But guess what? But the white man wrote this book and he wrote himself into destruction. So I doubt he did that. So I'm going to prove a couple of things here, okay? First of all, we don't know who we are. We have no idea who we are. We call ourselves, look. Hold on. I got something. Hold up on this guy. Let me show him something. I've been keeping this in the back pocket, literally. Literally. So, black man, black woman, right? Let me share something with y'all real quick. Let me share something with y'all real quick. Let me show y'all the different names that y'all went through. Okay? In the 1600s, we was called, what's that word right there, brother? The person. We was called something. Savages, and that's what it's savages. In the 1700s, we were called the names. Did he get a fly? In the 1700s, we were called the native. In the 1800s, we were called nigger. In the 1900s, we were called Dawson. 1910, Pickaninny. Some of y'all know about these names, right? 1920, Queen. Oh! 1930, Fruits. Y'all know about these names. We've been called only these are nationalities that we've been called them, right? 1940, Thor. What you doing, boy? 1950, Colors. Some of y'all know about these 1950s and on. The 1960 Negroes. The 1970s, Brothers. 1980, Black. And of course, from the 1990s from the 1970s to the 1980s, African Americans. So guess what? What's our next nationality going to be? We're the only people that have been called by different nationalities through our whole existence. While we're on this planet Earth. Right? We're the only people. So guess what? Give me Isaiah chapter 65, verse 15. That was the stuff. And there's a reason for this. It's because we said the Most High's law, statutes, and commandments. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Make sure you get the mic. This is out of the book of Isaiah chapter 1, verse 3. Bring it out. The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel does not know. My people do not consider. We're going to bring it out today. All praise to the Most High. So, in other words, what the brother just said is that you can take an ox or a donkey, two of the most dumbest animals on the planet, and you can take them away from where they come from, and they can still find their way home. But we as a people, we can never find our way home. Why? Because we lack knowledge. And we're going to bring it out today. Listen, what we bringing out is true love. It's all about love today. All right? It's all about love. This is not about hate. This is not about hating other nations. It's not even about bringing you out of your religion. It's about bringing you back to your nationality, to your true self. All right? Isaiah 65, 15, brother. That's for sure. This is the book of Isaiah. Chapter 65, verse 15. And ye shall leave your name for a curse unto my chosen. For the Lord God shall slay thee and call his servants by another name. We call by other names. Didn't we do that? Wait a minute. Is that prophecy according to the Bible? Hey. Is that prophecy? Well, that's going to bring you out some prophecy. We're the only people that's been called by different names. Over and over and over and over again. The Most High said that he would do that to us. Why? Because we broke his commandment. That's why. And there's only one way to come back to the Most High. Come on. There's only one way. We got to turn back to him. For him to turn back to us. Give me Proverbs 29 and 18. So I want to say something with y'all. I want to see something. I want to see something. Because it's best to start right here and that's the good. And you got to start right here. Give me Proverbs chapter 28, verse 29, verse 18, Bible to show. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18. Bring it in. Where there is no vision, the people perish. But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. And I don't care if he goes from the front of the book to the back of the book. You're going to hear about this law. That's right. You're going to hear about the law. Because that law is what's going to bring us back to the Most High. Read it from the top again. Now, all I want is that first part. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. And I see no vision here in our communities. I see no vision. When there's no vision, you see through a glass darkly. When there's no vision, when you look out the window, it is pitch black. You see nothing, no vision. Okay? So, my question is, can we have vision today? Can we have vision today in our own community? This is the vision that I see. When you have vision, you have hope. Oh, I feel you. I feel you, people. Nobody else can feel you but ourselves. Okay? I know that most of us cry at night. Our pillows are wet with tears. I know, because we have no hope. With no vision, we have no hope. I feel you. We're suffering out here. We are suffering as a people. We have no hope. There's only one way to gain hope, and that's by having a vision. That's right. All right? There's only one way to gain hope, and that's by coming back to the Most High. But I see you. I feel you. I feel the pain out here. I know there's pain out here. Read it from the top again, brother. Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. When we have no vision, we have no strength as a community. Right? We have no strength. Some of us got loved ones that have passed. Some of us got loved ones that have passed. And we feel like giving up. But we're stronger than that. We're stronger than that as a community. Some of us out here feel like we're holding on a thread and just feel like just letting go. But we're stronger than that as a community. You know, if we can just build our communities up. I'm not here to pick you one from your religion. I'm here to build you up as a nation. To build that strength up. That's what we need. That's what we need to come back to. Give me Psalm chapter 82, verse 6. Read that for me. Psalm chapter 82, verse 6, because I don't see weak people. I don't see weak people out here. I see something much stronger out here. Read that for me. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 6. Bring it out, Daddy. I said, ye are God. You are what? Ye are God. You are what? You are God. We are God. We're gods out here. We're not the scum of the earth like they tell us. We are actually gods out here. If we can just build our communities back up, if we can just lift each other up. Hey, listen, it's 2022. The day of prayers in the bed is over. Over. It's time to start lifting each other up. Hey, listen, it's time to start pushing each other up out of that bed. All right? Stop holding each other down. Let me tell you something. There's people out here that I know can run these stores. I know can build us a bit. Listen, instead of not having the vision, let's have this thing. Let's stop pimping out our daughters. Come on, man. Let's start pimping out our daughters and sending them out to school, sending them out to be successful, and then coming back into the community and building up another system. Let's stop raising our boys as thugs, right? Let's keep the man inside the household. Let's stop going to prison. Let's start raising our families the way that the Most High wanted us to. That's the way that the family structure is supposed to be operating in. All right? That's the vision. That's the vision that the Most High has for us. Okay? So the vision is this. Here's the vision. Let me paint the picture for you. Go ahead, I'll paint it. We start raising our children the way that we're supposed to raise them. All right? So the little girls, instead of pimping them out, guess what? We send them off to be lawyers and doctors. And then they come back into this community. Why is it that we get a certain rate of success as soon as we come out the womb, we're thinking about leaving the community? Look at you. Look at us. We're already together. There's no need to leave. Just build it up. Make it stronger. That's the way the hood should be. And I hate the term hood because it's a negative connotation. This is a community of beautiful black people. That's right. Beautiful melanated people. That's right. We need to start building this community up. So let's not think about getting successful and then leaving the community. Let's get successful and then come back to the community and build it up. That's the way it's supposed to be. Think it up, brother. Think it up. This is out of the book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 20. Take it out. Thy sons have fainted. Thy lie in the head of all the streets, as a wild bull in the net. They are full of fear of the Lord. They rebuke of the rebuke of thy God. That's right. All brothers and sisters, that's all we want to do, right? Oh, stand at the head of the street and get high and get drunk and forget about the cares of the world. I'm telling you today, brothers and sisters, I feel your pain. I know why we do these things. But we don't have to be like this. We can actually start building up our community and start coming back and start being a people again. Right? We can start being a people again, the way that the Most High wants us to be. So instead of leaving out of the community, let's come back. Why is it that when we get a certain rate of success, we think that living amongst our pleasures is the way to be? Wrong answer, homie. Why not bring that money back to the community? Listen, you don't have to live in the hood, but let's start building outside the hood and keep the hood here. We can keep the community here, but start tearing down these old shacks and building up houses and then putting money back into the community. How many of us heard of Tulsa, Oklahoma? You ever heard of Tulsa, Oklahoma? You ever heard of it? It's going to start with the young people. It's going to start with the young people. We got to get the young people more involved. Okay? If we don't get them involved, we're lost. It's going to take the young people. Okay? I hope that somebody's hearing me out here today. I hear you. I hope that somebody's hearing me today. We have to come back and start building up our own community. All right? That's the first step. Read it from the top again, brother. Give me that on Proverbs 28. All I want is that first verse. Proverbs 28. I can read that, right? No. I want Proverbs 28. This is Proverbs chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. Listen, there's no vision, there is no nation. There is no nation. We got to start building up our communities. Bring it up, bro. I mean, praise God and say hallelujah. Yeah, if there is no picture house, no cracker black, no powwow, something like that. Yeah, in the name of the child, I ever known the first to come and reach out to like he otherwise, every key to have a crown. He's got the crown on the head, what the bears inside. Yeah, brother, what you talking about? What does that mean, brother? All right. Come on, bro. Read from the top again, brother. Read from the top again. Listen. Hold on right there. Hold on. See, that's the problem right there. That's the problem right now. I thought the brother had something he wanted to say, and the brother just spoke 14,000 words of gibberish. Okay? That's the problem right there. You got people out here that's actually saying something to build other communities, and then you got somebody who's outside that wants to stop the word of God. That has got to stop. He got to stop this. Read it from the top again. Read it from the top again. Look at the Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 18. Where there is no vision for people, there, if you don't have a vision, then you do not have a nation. And that's the problem. We have to start looking at ourselves as a nation, of people, a community, strong. I see nothing but talented people up here. That's all I see is talented people, a talented nation right here before my eyes. We don't need a person coming in here running our stores. We can run our own stores. We don't need people coming from the outside, building up wealth, and then leaving and taking that money with them and not even contributing back into the neighborhood. We can do that ourselves. Instead of selling drugs to each other, you would go to school and be a businessman. You already got the talent. You already know how to deal money. You already know how to deal with grams and ounces. Listen, go to school, become a businessman, and bring that wealth and that knowledge back into your communities. And then bring your brothers and sisters back into the business and build up this community. Okay? That's how you do it. How many of us actually went on vacation and then actually came back to this community and felt like we were back in prison? Doesn't it feel like we're in prison? Doesn't it feel like we're being policed by our oppressors? This is not the way it's supposed to be. What you do is you bring your children up and you send them to the academy. And then they can come out to the community and then they can start policing us. Then you won't have us getting shot for no reason. What follows? Nobody can understand why a brother and a sister fight. Nobody can understand that but us. But when the oppressor comes in here and sees a brother and sister fighting, the first thing on their mind is shoot and then ask questions later. We got to start building our communities up. Think about it, brother. That's right. Hey, when the oppressor come in, the oppressor don't understand your culture. The oppressor don't understand how you talk and why you talk loud and aggressively. So he is afraid of you when you walk in the door. Come on, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? All praise. Come on, right. Listen, it starts with the children first. It starts with the children first. So I know. Why do you speak so harshly? Give me Proverbs chapter 27, verse 5. 27 verse 5. 27 verse 5. This is the book of Proverbs. Chapter 27, verse 5. Take it out. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Hear it again. Open rebuke is better than secret love. Hey, listen, I love y'all. I love this community. I love my, hey, y'all need to get out the road. Y'all get out the road, please. Please get out the road. Y'all right, man? Y'all get out the road. You can turn on the sidewalk. Turn on the sidewalk. Walk it up. Walk it off, brother. All right, folks. All right, yeah, walk it off. Walk it off. Rub some cussing on it. Rub some cussing on it. Not no cussing. Read the scripture again, brother. Read the scripture again. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 27, verse 5. Open rebuke is better than secret love. And that's why we are out here. Ezekiel chapter 3 said, if I don't tell you what your transgressions are, then your blood is on my hands. I refuse for that to happen. So, once again, building up the community. I would rather tell you your transgressions than to keep it to myself. That's right. Because that's the only way you're going to build the community back up. That's the only way we're going to be able to understand each other. And it's got to start with the children. If we can get the older people involved in this, that'll be great. Okay? It'll be terrific. But it's going to start with the children that are coming up right now. We got to start doing a better job with them. Give me 10 Proverbs and give me 9 and 8. We're going to get this thing started. We're going to get this thing started because this nation of people is so talented. Y'all are so gifted. Most of y'all don't even have to go out to go to school to make money. That's how beautiful our communities are. Y'all can just start a business on your own without going to nobody's school. And start building up the community. Start building this community up. Y'all understand what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, sister? Give me that, brother. Give me that. This is the Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 8. Bring it out. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. Hey, listen. I'm not talking to the nothing with. All right? I'm not talking to y'all. Because I know in every point, there's a bad apple. There's a bad apple. All right? In every batch. That's what I'm talking to. Read on. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. I'm talking to the wise people in the community. All right? I'm hoping somebody within the sound of my voice today start something. Because all it takes is a spark. That's it. That's all it takes. It takes a spark. One spark, a spark. One spark will light a whole forest on fire. Last time I checked. And that's what we need. Yeah, that's what we need. We need a spark. How y'all sisters doing? Come get a flyer. Come get a flyer. Come get a flyer right here. How y'all doing? Have you ever heard of the Israelite? You ever heard of the Israelite? Nope. You want to learn about it? Because you're an Israelite. You got about 5 minutes? 5 minutes. You ain't got 5 minutes? Okay, I will read the flyer and give a call to the brothers, okay? All right, learn about your history. All right? All praises. The Bible is Black history. The Bible is Black history, that's right. All right. I haven't never heard that. All praises. All right, bring it out again, brother. Read it again. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 8. Bring it out. Reprove not a scorner, lest he hate thee. That's right. Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee. How many of us out here are wise tonight? Are you a wise man, brother? Are you a wise man? Do you believe in the Bible? You believe in the Bible? Get a flag, brother. Come get a flag, brother. You believe in Jesus Christ, man? You believe in Jesus? The black one, not the white one. Hey, let's get that real quick. Let's get that real quick. Give me Revelation chapter 1, brother. Hey, listen. Jesus Christ is your person. Give me Matthew 1 and 1. Give me Matthew 1 and 1. Let me show you something, because y'all think that Jesus, listen, we're going to start calling him Jesus right now. His name is Yahushua. All right? That's what we're going to start saying, because I think that y'all confusing white, blonde-haired, blue-eyed devil with the true Yahushua. All right? With the true Jesus Christ. Hey, excuse me, do y'all believe in Jesus? Y'all do? Hey, give me 5 minutes, brother. Give me five. You got 5 minutes, brother. You got 5 minutes. See what happened was you got 5 minutes, sister. Sister, you got 5 minutes. Y'all read them flags, man. Read the flags. You're the Israelites. Hey, listen, let me say this, just in case somebody's out there listening. Oh, they listen. Somebody. Let me say this just in case somebody's listening. Y'all excuse my bad. We are God's chosen people. Right. Right. All right. And when you walk past somebody who's trying to tell you who you are, that's a slap in your God's face. I want y'all to understand that. Y'all are slapping the Most High in the face. Because he's trying to talk to you. He's trying to reach out to you. All right? I just pray that somebody hears me this evening. All right? We got to stop acting like there is no God. We got to stop acting like we're not his children. Do you know how important y'all are? How important? If y'all wasn't so important, I wouldn't be wasting my time down here. We wouldn't be up here at this time of night trying to preach to y'all, trying to teach y'all. Hey, where's PD Jakes at? Where's Chris Gonzalez? In the mansion? Hey, they ain't down here. All they do is take your money. They ain't trying to teach you nothing. You got 5 minutes, brother? You got 5 minutes? 2 minutes? 1 minute? 50 seconds? We're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. That's what we're going to do. Give me Leviticus chapter 26. I believe you went there earlier. But I want to get just a little bit, I want to get a little bit more meat off that phone. Because they don't know. They don't know, so I'm going to tell them. Tell them those 14. Hey, you got the NLT on that thing? Please read that because I want them to hear it. The way that Negroes talk. But I got you got it. You got the NLT. You got it. Yeah, the next one. Yeah, what's that? What's that? What's that on the side? All these different translations? You don't want to hear them. That's crazy. That's crazy. Get the EAC. Let's see that thing. All right, let's try that. Let's see that thing. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 14. Verse 14. What's that? And the English. All right, let's listen. This is Leviticus chapter 26, starting at verse 14 in the easy English translation of the Bible. Hey, let me tell you something before he reads this, okay? If we don't start coming back to the Most High in these last days, it's over. Over for you. It's over. Do you know how many times the Most High could send this done back again if we had just done right? Yeah. You know how many times we done missed them up? I mean, look at all the prophecies that have already been fulfilled. We missed them up. Read that, brother. The Lord will be. Hold on. Y'all got 5 minutes for the Bible? What's that? You got 5 minutes? Hey, man, get the brother's hand. Get the brother's hand, man. Get the brother's hand. All right. I'll pray. What is y'all? You come around this way, baby. What is your understanding of the Bible? What's your understanding of the Bible? What y'all know about the Bible? Huh? Just here to listen? Okay, so what if I told you? What if I told you that y'all was God's chosen people? That y'all was the Israelites according to the Bible? Y'all know who the Israelites are? You ever heard of Moses? You heard of Jesus? Those are Israelites. What if I told you that y'all descendants from them? That we are the direct descendants from Christ? The same people. What if I told you that? Some white people is not the kinfolk of Moses, nor the man they call Jesus Christ. Hey, if you open up a map and you look, if you open up a map and you look for the land of Israel, Israel is in northeast Africa. How many white people you know from northeast Africa? White people come from northeast Africa? Who come from northeast Africa? Black people come from northeast Africa. So why are they flying all of these white people from Russia, from Ukraine, from Nova Scotia, all these white countries into Africa, pretending to be us? And look, we the people of the book, God made a promise to my forefathers and your forefathers. He said, if you do what I tell you to do, you're going to be above all the people of the earth. You don't believe, do you? I think when we go to church, or board meetings, that will be like, everybody equal God. But the Bible don't say that. The Bible says that we love the children of Israel more than everybody. It says, let it be your eight, let it be your fifth. I understand. Hold on one second. Hold on a second. I want to prove to y'all that the people over there in the Bible are black people, okay? All right. Give me Exodus chapter 4. Oh, no, Exodus chapter 4. Yeah, y'all know Moses, right? The ones who went through the Red Sea. What color was it? He's red, right? Okay, so let me give you the correct color of Moses, all right? Start at verse 6, brother. Mm-hmm. Just stay where you at, brother. Hey, shalom, brother, shalom. Let me show you what color Moses was. And yo, this is the book of Exodus, chapter 4, verse 6, coming out of the easy English version. Uh-huh. All right? Then the Lord said to Moses, put your hand inside your clothes. So guess what? Hold up for me. So guess what? God told Moses to put his hand in his bosom like this, okay? Read on. Near to your heart. Right here. So Moses did this. He put his hand in his bosom. When he took his hand out again, he took his hand out. It became as white as snow. So his hand was white. It was white, right? It was like the hand of a man who had the illness called leprosy. So it was white as snow. Okay? Read on. Then God said, put your hands back inside your clothes. Then God said, put your hand back inside your bosom, right? Like this. Read on. Near to your heart. So Moses did that. He did it. And when he took his hand out, then he took it back out, it was well again. Now it's back to his regular place. It was the same as the other parts of his body. You understand that? So what color he changed back to? Moses is a black man, brother. You understand that? Now, you want to know what color Christ was? Oh, read it. Let's get it. Revelation chapter 1. Go on down there. Let me say, your pastor ain't going to tell you this, man. But he wants your money. He wants your money. He ain't going to tell you your nationality. Listen, we the Israelites. We God's chosen people. We're the most important people on this planet. Right? Give me that in Ezra, brother, that Ezra chapter. No. That's him. You go ahead and give me that Revelation 1:14. Give me 1:14. I want Christ. This is the book of Revelation. Chapter 1, verse 14. Mm-hmm. His hair were white like sheep's hair. This is talking about Christ. Same hair you got, brother. You understand? Read on. They were very white like snow. He had gray hair, like our old man, right? Read on. His eyes were like fires that were burning. Why is that? Why do you think that is? So we love to drink some wine, don't we? Read on. Come on, read on, baby. That's fine. Verse 15. And his feet like a fine glass. What color is glass? What color is grass? You ever seen a penny? A penny, right? That's grass. That's grass. That's like a brown. That's like a brownish color, right? Look at it. Let me see it. So that's like a little plant, right? But how brown was Christ? Read on. As if they burned in a furnace. So if you take that penny, you throw it in the furnace, and it's in the furnace, what color do you get? No. It's gonna get real. It's gonna get real what? Then when it cool off, what color is it gonna be? Extra dark. It's gonna be black. If you throw rice in a fire, what color does it turn? It turns black, brother. Christ was a black man. So why do you turn it white? Why every image you see is of a white Christ? Brother, that's called Stockholm Syndrome. That is called whitewashing. That's called like whitewashing. That is called keeping you in the dark, not letting you know who you are. And we're the most powerful people on this planet. Give me that nugget. Now listen to this, because y'all probably didn't know that God felt like this about the other nations. See, he loves us, but he feels a certain way about the other nations. You got a white girlfriend? You got a white girlfriend? You don't? Okay. Listen to this, because it's going to hurt your feelings if you got a white girlfriend. Read that. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, and verse 54. Put a light on the thing, baby. And after these, Adam also, whom thou madest Lord of all thy countries, of him come we all. You know we all come from Adam, right? Adam was Edom. And the people also whom thou hast chosen. When he chose us to be his special people, read on. All this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sake. This is our last verse. I'm going to let y'all go, okay? But he made the world for our sake. Read on. As for the other people, as for the other nations besides us, read on, which also come from Adam, because they also come from Adam. Read on. Thou hast said that they are nothing. That they are what? They are nothing. They are what? They are nothing. Did y'all know that was in the Bible? God said the other nations are nothing. Read on. But you see, I said like spit them. Y'all ever talking in like little sticks about the mouth? That's what God thinks about the other nations. Read on. And has likened them to the abundance until a drop that falleth from a vessel. Y'all ever carry like a bucket of water? Like when you get ready to mount the flow and a little drop of water falls out. You care about that little drop? That's how God feels about the other nations. Look at the slide. Give us a call. Check us out. Learn your history. Learn the true history. You're not going to learn this in school. The only thing, I don't even think they teach slavery. They don't teach that. They don't even let you know who you are no more, man. They teaching you an Egyptian service. You know what I'm saying? People all the time like, oh, learn your history, man. Come back and learn your history. We are the Israelites. We're God's chosen people. He's coming back to save us. We're going to be in the kingdom. All right? All right, man. Love y'all, man. Y'all take it easy, man. Y'all take it easy, brother. Okay. Oh, bring it up! Bring it up, man. Y'all listen to this like y'all walking away, man. That's right. I mean, y'all want to stay around, stay around. You ain't gotta go nowhere, but if you gotta walk away, listen to the precept, man. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 7. Bring it on. Remember the days of old. Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided unto the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam, he set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel. That's right. So anything that's determined on the face of the earth is because of the children of Israel, because the Most High loves us and none else. That is a fact that is proven. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. That is Yahweh Shai tested, Yahweh approved. Yahweh Shai tested, Yahweh approved. Oh, crazy. Oh, crazy. Let's get that Leviticus 26, brother. I need that in that version you have to say. In the version you have to say. We got to get a couple of these out because we got to let our people know. Hey, listen. If y'all don't get anything out of anything today, tonight, please, let's start coming back to keeping the commandments of the Most High and building this community back up. We can't start building this community back up. We are so powerful that if we just came back together and started building each other up, Nobody will be able to stop us. That's how powerful we are. And we just don't see it. We just don't see it because we're so complacent. We're just so happy to be where we're at. This ain't it. This is not our way. We are way more powerful than this. Way more powerful. Way stronger. If you deal drugs, get a business. Come on. If you're prosecuted, get out of it and go to school. Come on. Be a nurse or something. Hey, listen. Help somebody and be a psychologist. Come back into your community and tell them the pain that you went through. So we can get out of this. Listen, do y'all know why we are feeling the way that we feel? It's because we never healed from slavery. That's right. We never got healed. We never got psychiatric care. We never got psychology care. We never got, they just threw us into their head and say, go for it. And then they say, pull yourselves up by your bootstraps. That's my bootstrap. That's what they say. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. You should be able to do better. But guess what? They didn't go through 400 years of slavery. Right? They didn't go through 400 years of chattel slavery. That's right. They didn't go through 400 years of our mothers getting raped. That's right. They didn't go through 400 years of our fathers getting hung in trees. They didn't go through that. So when they let you go in the hood, guess what we're going to do? We're going to turn on each other because that's what we're conditioned us to do. Turn on each other. But the best way to get back to who we're supposed to be is to start loving each other. And when you start loving each other, guess what's going to happen? Then you're going to start to see something different. First of all, the community is going to get built up. It's going to get stronger. You're going to see wealth built in your own community. But guess what? Then you're going to see your oppressor scratching their head when it went wrong. Then you're going to find some other. You think I'm lying? You think I'm lying? Come together. Hey, Augusta, Georgia. Right here, right now. Come together and watch they don't try something different and get you back to hate each other. Leviticus chapter 26, brother, start at verse 14. Chapter 26, verse 14, read out of the Net Bible. Bring it up. If, however, you do not obey me and keep all these commandments, if you reject my statutes and hate my regulations, so that you do not keep all my commandments and you break my covenant, I, for my part, will do this to you. Listen up. I will inflict horror on you. Who? Horror, like the movie. Horror. Horror. I don't know if y'all know what true horror is, but if you hate scary movies, you're really going to hate the horror. That's what Most High is going to bring. You know, consumption and fever, which diminish eyesight and drain away the vitality of life. You know, you will sow your seed in vain because your enemies will eat it. I will set my face against you. You will be struck down before your enemies. Hey, listen, if that's not happening right now today, then you got your head so far deep in the sand, in the dirt, that you're just not paying attention. Hands up, don't shoot. How many of us was a part of that? Huh? How many of us are tired of seeing our babies getting shot in the street for no reason? That's right. Huh? How many of us are tired of seeing our brothers and sisters getting shot for no reason? Hey, are you tired of getting harassed for no reason, Mr. Charlotte? Huh? Do I really have to show my ID because I'm walking down the street? Do I really have to? If you don't, you got a 50, no, I'm going to say an 80-20 chance of being shot. Am I lying, brother? Am I lying? I know I'm not lying, brother, because I watched the news. I watched the news. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. All we have to do is start building each other up. Stop shooting each other. That's right. Read on, brother. Read on. I'm starting at the beginning. This is Leviticus chapter 26, verse 17. Come on. I will set my face against you. The Most High said he's going to set his face against that. You will be struck down before your enemies. Just like today, read on. Those who hate you will rule over you. Hey, listen. Are we not ruled over by our oppressors? Are our oppressors not ruling over us? And what verse you in, brother? What verse you in? Verse 17. Are we not being ruled over by our oppressor? Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. We had chains on our wrists. We had shackles on our legs. That's right. Now the shackles are on our brain. That's right. If we don't get rid of the shackles that's confining us in our mind, then we will forever be in this mindset. We got to break free. We got to break free of that. That's the captivity that's holding us down. But guess what? If you put a dog on a chain long enough, when you take the chains off, it won't never leave the yard because it knows its boundaries. It's time for us to start breaking out of these boundaries. Get off that chain. And it's time to break free. It's time for freedom. All right? It's time for freedom. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Did y'all get a fly? Yeah, we got the bad one. There you go, brother. Give us a call, man. Man, give us a call, brother. You for the rest of my There you go. That's how they get up each other. They go, bring it up. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 47. Go ahead. Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shalt thou serve thy enemies, which thy Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, and shall be have destroyed thee. Hey, listen, we gotta serve our enemies. We gotta serve our enemies. Whatever we want. It doesn't matter what it is. Birth certificate, death certificate, business license, insurance, water, clothing, anything. You got to go to your enemy for that. And listen, if we really want to build our communities up, guess what we would do? We would start battling with each other. We would start dying and fighting with each other. Okay? Hey, forget these other nations. All they do is come in here, take your money, they go back to their place. They go back to their own community. And they send their children to college. Why can't we do it? Do you know that most of the inventions that you see, the stoplight, the AC, most of the inventions that y'all see right now were by melanated black people, melanated people, that's right, during the time of slavery. Look, while we was in servitude to the other nations, guess what? We were inventing stuff. And we were doing all the work. Listen here. Listen, brother said it. Brother said it. He did all the work. Hey, listen. Everything that is in modern technology was created by somebody that was in slavery. And that's a fact. All right? I'm just trying to tell you how special you are. What's wrong with that? I'm just trying to tell you how great you are. What's wrong with that? Read on, brother. Read on. Those who hate you will rule over you. And you will flee when there is no one pursuing you. You know, if in spite of all these things, you do not obey me, I will discipline you 7 times more on account of your sin. Whoa, 7 times more, you're gonna be hurt. So you wonder why we are the last hive, first fire? You want to know why we're getting shot down in the streets? You want to know why our people are so high on drugs? You want to know why we're number 1 in HIV? Come on, man. Diabetes? Hey, any disease you can think of, guess who's number 1? Black people. Hey, the black people rule in everything negative across the board. Why? Because 7 times more. Jump down to verse 21. Yes. This is Leviticus chapter 26, verse 21. If you walk in hostility against me and are not willing to obey me, hey, God, your God, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, all right, the creator of the heavens and the earth, he said, if you want to be hostile towards me, and are not willing to obey me, I will increase your afflictions 7 times according to your sin. How many times you got to say 7 times before you get it? And he's all right, say 7 times, 7 times. 7 times, you heard it. So far, 14. That's 7 times 7, ain't it? Hey, that's 14. So that's actually 14 times. Woo! That's 14 times. All right? That's 14 times. Hey, jump down to verse 22. This is verse 22. This was actually verse. Wait a minute, 23. This is verse 23. Leviticus chapter 26. If in spite of these things you do not allow yourselves to be disciplined and you walk in hostility against me, I myself will also walk in hostility against you and strike you 7 times on account of your sin. What's 7 times 3, bro? 7 times 3 is 21, bro. 21. That's 21 times the more if you piss the Most High out. Come on, man. All right. Read the next verse. 25. Leviticus chapter 26, verse 25. Read on. I will bring on you an avenging sword, a covenant vengeance. Although you will gather together into your cities, I will send pestilence or disease among you, and you will be given into enemies' hands. All right. So y'all see what's going on here? Do y'all not see what's going on here? The Most High is doing his job. He's doing exactly what he promised that he would do. So look around you. Just take a look. Just take a look. But he's giving us a hand of mercy right now. He's giving us a hand of mercy. So who's willing to take that stand? Who's willing to take that lead? Who's willing to do it? I need the older generation to stand up tonight. I need the older generation to stand up because y'all the ones that got to bring our younger generation back to the way that they need to be. That's all right. Black man, stop going to jail. Come on, Fred. Hey. Let me tell y'all something. Give me Matthew chapter 5. Give me Matthew chapter 5 and start at verse 14. Let me show y'all something real quick. Let me show y'all something. And then I'm going to pass the mic. I know you've been begging to get on the mic, brother. Oh, no, not that, brother. Give me Matthew chapter 5, start at verse 14. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 5, starting at verse 14. Bring it up. You are the light of the world. We are the light of the world. I don't know how many times I said it, but I'm going to keep saying it until I beat it into your head. We are the light of the world. Bring it out. You are the light of the world. A city located on a hill cannot be hid. Hey, let me tell you something. I know we feel like we're on the bottom, and they call it the bottom, but guess what? We're actually Jerusalem that's on the top of the hill. That's right. All the other nations look at us. All of us try to be like us, and they mad because they ain't us. All right. You understand that? That's not just a saying, that's a fact. A fact. You know, bro. People do not light a lamp and put it under a basket. That's right. Put it on a lampstand, and it gives light to all in the house. Hey, Israel, stop hiding. Show your strength. Come on. Show your trueness. Show who you are. Show these other nations that we're the best nation on this planet. Not just in basketball and football. Come on. That's right. Show them that we're a nation of people that can actually love each other. That's right. Right? And we're going to touch on that. I'm going to let you touch on that, brother. But read on. Verse 16. In the same way, let your light shine before people, so that they can see your good deeds and give honor to your Father in heaven. Read on. Verse 17. Do not think that I have come to abolish the law or the prophet. This is your Savior talking. This is Yahweh Shai, who you call Jesus Christ talking. All right, he said, do not think that I come to destroy the law of the prophets. I have not come to abolish these things, but to fulfill them. I ain't come to do away with these things. That's what your Savior saying. He comes to fulfill. I tell you the truth. Until heaven and earth pass away. Right? Not the smallest letter or second letter will pass from the law until all and until everything takes place. You want to know what's going to get us out of the condition that we're in? Come on, coming back to the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. Let the brother talk about that. That's the way that we come out of this condition. You want to know what your oppressor fears more than anything? Come on. You want to know what he fears? Does your oppressor fear prostitution? No. Does he fear our sisters out here prostitute themselves? No. You want to know why? Because he'll come lock you up and then he'll let you right back out. That's not what he fears. That tears down a community. That doesn't build a community up. You're not going to marry a whore. We don't marry whores. Right? Am I right or wrong? We don't marry whores. We don't marry prostitutes out here. We sleep with prostitutes and then we send them about their way. Right? Hey, listen. Do we fear, does your oppressor fear the men not being in the household and being incarcerated? No? Hey, does he fear that? No, he doesn't. Because that tears down the community. It doesn't build a community up. So what is there to fear? He doesn't fear that. Hey, listen. Does he fear the black man being put to death? No. Does your oppressor fear that? Of course he doesn't. Because that takes the men out of the household. That leaves the women defenseless. And that means that they have to raise the children without the man in the household. How can a woman raise a boy? It takes a man to raise a boy. That's right. Do you know why there's so much homosexuality? Do I need to go into it? Do you want to know why there's so much homosexuality going on? It's because the women are raising the men. And the men are acting like women. Oh, man. They're going to hurt somebody's feelings. I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling the truth. And it's all life. Hey, do y'all agree with that? Young man, do y'all agree with that? Do y'all agree with that assessment? Did I just tell the truth, brother? Hey, does your oppressor fear a young man selling drugs? Oh, and why is that? Because he can lock you up. They're gonna lock you up and then take you off the street. And let me tell you something. They make money when they put you in jail. And they make money for putting you in jail. And they make the cash. And then they put you right back out there. Because they really don't want you. They know exactly what you're doing. Don't think that you that slick or you that, like you just got it. Like they know exactly who they looking at each and every day. They let you get so big before they take you down. Oh, your person doesn't fear that. They know that. Bring it up. Did y'all agree with that, brother? Did y'all agree with that assessment, brother? Did you agree with that? Bring it up, brother. Bring it up. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 3, and verse 11. Woe unto the wicked, they shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hand shall be given unto him. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to hurry, and destroy thy way for thy path. Oh, praise it. That's absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. So look at it. But let me tell you what your oppressor does fear. Come on. Let me tell you what he does fear. Unity. Oh, yeah, he said this. Unity. U-N-I-T-Y. We ain't talking about Queen people. She said that. That's what your oppressor fears. Because with unity, you build a nation. With unity, you build a community. You can't have a community without unity. You got to have one and the other, not one without the other. You got to have unity. if you got you not clean, you build a commune not clean. Do you understand that? Do we understand that? I need somebody to raise a hand in the air. Hey, brother, raise a hand in the air if you hear what I'm saying. Oh, pray for one time. Yeah, brother, send me on top. Oh, praise it. Oh, praise it. Hey, that lets me know that I'm not just speaking to nobody. I'm speaking to somebody. All right? And if we can do this each and every day, then we can start coming back to who we truly are, and that's God's chosen people, a mighty people, a mighty nation, the nation that no other nation can compare to. If we could just start saying that within each other. With that, I'm going to pass the mic. Oh, praise. Let the people make it about time. Hey, what else you got to say? You got to say it all. Hey, look. Oh, we love you, man. And more, and you know who loves you more than we do? The creator of heaven and earth and his son. Right. We are the most precious people on this planet. On this earth, we are the most precious people. God made a blood in and blood out covenant or contract with our brothers and our sisters, our forefathers and our foremothers. He promised that if we kept his commandments, if we did the things that he asked us to do, that he would set us on high above all the people of the earth. Hey, let me get Exodus chapter 19. You start at verse maybe 2 or 3. Let me see. Hey, yo, look, I want you to hear what the Most High God said to Moses when he was talking to him. Come on. This is the book of Exodus, chapter 19, verse 3. And Moses went up unto God, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, thus shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, come on, tell the children of Israel, ye have seen what I did to the Egyptians, and how I bare you on eagle's wings and brought you unto myself. So look here. God said to Moses, I want you to go down and I want you to talk to the children of Israel. Tell them, and you seen what I did to the Egyptians. You see how I handled them? You see how I slayed their enemies? They first born, I went in on them. And then I brought you to myself. Come on, sir. Now, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me. He said, what if I do what? Then you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me. He said, if you obey him and you keep his covenant, he will make you a peculiar treasure to himself. Now look, you got to ask yourself, in your heart, you know that you are special. In your heart, you know that there's more about you than what you can see right now. You want to yourself all the time. I'm great. I know I'm great. Why am I being great? Hey, the only reason you ain't being great, like you know you're great, is because you ain't keeping God's commandments. Your God will not let you go any further than where you are. Come on, folks. Yeah, you shall be a peculiar treasure unto me, above all people, for all the earth is mine. You're going to be equal to all people, above all people. You're going to be beneath or underneath all the people, son. Above all people. God said, if you obey me, I will set you above all the people of the earth, because the earth belongs to him. Now look, either God lies or we can lie. God is not a man that he should lie, nor the Son of Man that he should repent. But our forefathers and our present day fathers, and we ourselves have broken God's commandments over and over and over again. We break his commandments so much, we get up in the morning, we don't even consider whether or not we are breaking his commandments. And look, I don't care if you feel like the Bible is antiquated. I don't care if you feel like the Bible ain't real. What you must understand, the Bible has made predictions that have come to pass, and me and you are living those predictions right now. That's right. Right now, hey, look, God said the children of Israel didn't keep his commandments. He was going to make sure their children were given to a whole other race of people. He said you're going to have sons and daughters, but you're not going to get the chance to enjoy this because your children are going into slavery. Hey, bro, hey, let me get on Deuteronomy chapter 28. You're going all the way down to verse 64. No, start at you read it earlier. 45. 45. Hey, we ain't going to be in your ear for a long time. We're going to give you the last few curses, and then we're going to show you the way out. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 45. Yes, sir. Moreover, all these curses, all these curses, all these blessings. Curses, hey, God says if you don't keep His commandments, these curses, come on. All these curses shall come upon thee, and they shall pursue thee and overtake thee. They're going to chase you down, they're going to catch you, and they're going to take you over. Come on, bro. Till thou be destroyed. Till thou be destroyed. Look around in our communities. Look at our music. Look at our movies. Look at our videos. We are a people who are destroyed. We glamorize murdering each other. We glamorize tearing our daughters and our sisters out. We glamorize being like our oppressors. Instead of taking the time to love one another, instead of taking the time to make sure our brothers and our sisters have what they need. Come on, sir. Because thy heart is not unto the voice of the Lord thy God. But you don't feel like listening to God? Come on. To keep His commandments and His statutes which He commanded thee. Come on. And they shall be upon thee for a sign. The curses are going to be on you for a what? For a sign. And that word sign in Hebrew is oath. It is a distinguishing mark. Just like if I had a star on the side of my face, if you didn't know my name, you say, hey, yo, it's that part of the star that say. These curses are saying you can know that these people are the children of Israel. And guess what, brothers and sisters? You and I and all of our people all around the world, we bear this star that the Most High has placed on our faces. But you say Mr. Charlie is oppressing for nothing? No. Mr. Charlie is the enemy that the Creator has sent against our people for our rebellion. Hey, you need to hear what I'm saying, homie. Hey, you need to pay attention. This is about you and your family, my family. This is how we are being oppressed day in and day out. Listen up. Come on, sir. And they shall be upon thee for a sign, and for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And upon who? And upon thy seed forever. And look, the curses on the Father, and on the Son, and on the grandson, and on the great-great-grandson, and on the great-great-great-grandson. You get the picture? As long as you and I are breaking God's commandments, God's wrath is going to be on our children and on our people. I don't care if you don't believe that the Bible is real. We got to read to you the realness of the Bible. Come on, sir. Because I said it not. The Lord thy God was grateful and with gladness and help for the abundance of all things. So I say, He's going to get you. You don't appreciate me? I'm going to show you the text. Come on. Therefore, shall thou serve thy enemy. You're going to serve our friends. Serve thy enemy. You're going to serve people that care about us. Serve thine enemy. And look here, when you get off the face, who did you serve? Black people hate bringing up slavery. That slavery is that mark that God put on our face. Black people hate acknowledging that we used to be slaves in this country until February. So, sir, therefore shall thou serve thine enemies, when the Lord shall send thee. Who's going to send them enemies? When the Lord shall send against thee. Come on. And hunger. Hey, you may be hungry while you serving Mr. Charlie. And in thirst. You're going to be thirsty while you at work. Come on. And in nakedness. Hey, you ain't going to have the proper clothes. Hey, you remember slavery? You see the movies, how they had you dressed in the winter and in the summer. Barely enough clothes to keep you warm in the winter. Barely enough clothes to keep you covered in the summer. Come on, sir. And in want of all things. Hey, you're going to need Mr. Charlie to provide everything for you. Now, you tell me God didn't put us here and He didn't put us in this situation because we were bad against Him. Come on, sir. And He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Now, look here, say that again, sir. And He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck. Now, look here, you do Google for everything in the world. How about you Google Y-O-K-E upon thy neck? Hey, when you Google yoke of iron on your neck, you know what image comes up? A black man with an iron chain around his neck. And look, everybody in the whole world knows that black people are the children of Israel, except for black people. We the only ones don't know who we are. We the only ones that ain't got no country to go back to. And look, if America said, hey, all the Chinese people gotta get out of America, where all the Chinese people go? Right back to China. If they say all the Korean people gotta go, where they going? They're going right back to Korea. They say all the Mexicans out of America right now. Where the Mexicans going? They're going right back to Mexico. When they look you and me in the face, they look my mom and dad in the face and say, yo, all the black people gotta get out of America. Where we going? Where we going? We the only people in the whole world with no homeland. We the only people in the whole world with no native language. This is the curse God put on us. Hey, yo, let me get, hey, we coming right back there. Jeremiah chapter 17, what you working at? Hey, look, this is a curse that God put on the children of Israel for disobeying him. We have been separated from our heritage. We ain't got anything for what Mr. Charlie gave us. We don't even know our history. The only history we got is the history that Charlie tell you about. And he only tell you that your history starts in the 1600s when you're getting off the boat to be enslaved. Now, Mr. Charlie can trace his history all the way back to the Stone Age. But all he can tell you about is when you got off the boat in the 1600s to serve him. Amen. Are we children? Are we little dumb people? No, we not. So that means you got to stop letting the oppressor treat us like we're little children. If we can understand how they know their history from way back then, and they can't tell you nothing before the 1600s. It's a lie, homie. It's a farce. You're playing games. Hey, look, the brother going to read from Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thy heritage that I gave thee. Discontinue from the heritage that I gave thee. Discontinue from the heritage that I gave thee. Now look here. We think that it's Mr. Charlie that cut us off from our heritage when we got off that boat. Then our head up, got rid of all our clothes, took our language away from us, took our names away from us. But no, Mr. Charlie was the head of the Most High God. The Most High God said that he was going to strip us of our heritage. It just so happens. What's up, bro?
It's like, bro. I got it.
It just so happens that Mr. Charlie was the instrument that the Most High used. Brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters and brothers, daddies and mamas and uncles, and aunties too. We got to open up our eyes. Come on, so what do you say? And thou, even thyself, shalt discontinue from thine heritage that I gave thee. And I will cause thee to serve thine enemies, and the land which thou knowest not. For ye have kindled a fire and anger, which I burn forever. God said to the children of Israel, because you continue to sin, and because you refuse to keep my commandments, I am going to send you to your enemy's land. What's up, boss? Shalom. And I'm going to make you serve your enemies. Hey, can the white people in Israel say that they're having it in? Oh, no. Hey, the white people in Israel who claim to be the Israelites, can they say that these things have happened to them? No, they make the claim that they've always known who they are. The Bible says that the two children of Israel will lose their identity. They will lose their heritage. And it's going back to Deuteronomy 28. All right, we're going to give you the last four person. Now, we're going to give you the last four person. 64, man. 28, 64. Amen. Sisters and brothers. The God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob is not a liar. When he said something, that is what he means. He said if we do not keep his covenant, he would deal vigorously against us. That's right. He would not slack concerning his promises to do us good or to do us harm. You and I, we have failed to keep up our end of the bargain. The Most High has been honest about how he's going to deal with us. Right. He's been beating our backs in by the hands of the Babylonians, of the Persians, of the Medes. He beat our backs in with the Greeks. He beat our backs in, and he is currently beating our backs in with these Romans. Right. When are we going to turn around? When are we going to recognize that it is our obedience that the Most High requires? Amen. God's commandments are not grievous. His commandments are life. When he says for me to love my brother like I love myself, that should not be grievous for me. That should be life to me and to my brother and to his family. That's right. Amen. When God says thou shalt not steal, that should not be grievous to me. That should be life to those who get to keep their property. When he tells me not to lay down with my brother's wife, and he tells you not to lay down with your sister's husband, that should not be grievous. It should be life that somebody's family continues on happy. Amen. We got to come back to loving each other and loving our God. Come on, let me do that scripture first. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 54. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth, even unto the other. Hold on right now. Say that again. Read that part again. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people from one end of the earth, even unto the other. And look, read 68, start up again. God says he's going to scatter you from one hemisphere to the other hemisphere, and you're going to live amongst all the other people of the world. So how does God intend to do that? How God intend to do this? It's the book of Deuteronomy, verse 28, verse 58. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. Hey, he intends to scatter you from one end of the earth to the other end of the earth by slave ships. Hey, did your pastor tell you that the children of Israel were going to go into slavery all over the world, sitting on a slave ship? Let them know, huh? And look, the white people over there in Israel, they can't make that claim. That ain't never happened to them. But you know who it did happen to? It happened to the black man in America. That's right. It happened to the Afro-Latinos scattered in the Caribbean. It happened to us and nobody else. That's right. What that means to you, bro? Hey, man, why you reading that Bible to me, homie? Hey, what this means to you is, bro, you ain't no criminal. You ain't no nigga. That's right. You not no Hamite. You not no Gentile. You not a heathen. You live amongst the Gentiles. You live amongst the heathens. You behave like they do. But that's because you don't know. You're a son and a daughter of the Most High God. Right. Hey, we've been taught a religion that has taught us everybody's God's children. But look, the Bible is specific. And let me get Amos chapter 3. And look, God said he's going to send the children of Israel all over the world in slave ships to be slaves. That happened to us. That ain't happened to nobody else. Let me get them first two verses. In the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. Oh, against all the Christians in the world. Against you, O children of Israel. Against all those people who practice Islam. Against you, O children of Israel. We look at God don't deal with religion. He deals with family. That's right. God don't deal with no Catholics, no Pentecostals, no Episcopalians. He definitely ain't dealing with them Catholics. I got that. He deals with the family that he has a covenant with. Read again, so hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, hey, he said the family. When you realize that me and you are family, when you realize that your sister is my sister, your mama is my mama is your mama. When you know this, you will know that we are family. You will protect our children, and I will protect yours. Just the child won't be able to come in and divide us. That's right. But until you figure out I'm your brother, until I figure out that you my brother, you my sister, my mama, my daddy, my uncle, my cousin, because you know we related. You know we related. Come on. We ain't going to have no love in our community. We ain't going to have no togetherness. Come on, folks. Here's the word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. God has been speaking a word against us for the last 400 years. Even along the way, if you want to be technical, come on, folks, against the whole family that I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, wait a minute, did he bring the Christians up out of Egypt? No. Did he bring the Muslims up out of Egypt? No. Did he bring the Arabs up out of Egypt? He went and delivered one family of the children of Israel. Come on, folks. Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. What did he say to Israel? You only have I known of all the families of the earth. What did he say to the black family in America? You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Now, it's a whole lot of people walking this earth. But God says, that's right, that's right. God says he only knows our family. He only has a blood in, blood out covenant with us. We must return to God and we must serve him. Not how we want to serve him, but how he has commanded us to serve him. And look, God doesn't care nothing about what you drink. God doesn't care nothing about what you smoke. God cares whether or not you will serve him and serve nobody else. You say, hey, I'm not ready yet. Let me clean myself up. The next time God says, hey, come serve me and I'll clean you up.
That's right.
Hey, if you can clean yourself up, you can clean right now. It's plenty of stuff you don't want to do that you keep doing. But you need God's help, homie. Finish that up, and then we're going to wrap it on up. You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities. Stop right there. Hey, look, this is why I hope the most time let us get out that beat in. This is why the white man can shoot your brothers and your sisters down in the street. This is why the white man can walk into your home while you sit on your couch and gun you down. This is why you can be gunned down while you sleep in your bed by the police with a no-knock warrant. Because you refuse to humble yourself, repent, and serve your God. It's just that simple, homie. All you got to do is confess your sins to your God.
That's right.
Turn against the breaking his commandments. Believe in his only begotten Son. Be born again, like it says in St. John chapter 3. And begin to keep his commandments. Begin to love your brother like you love yourself. Begin to love the Most High God above all things. And I guarantee, just like the book says, he's going to restore. He's going to give us the kingdom. And all those that hated us, he is going to put the curses that are on us on thee.
That's
everybody
right.
that persecuted us and trampled us, he's going to put those curses on them. You don't believe it, do you? Hey, let me get Deuteronomy chapter 30, homie. Hey, we got to wrap this up, set it down, go home, and start it, dude.
Bring it up.
I agree. And we're going to have a home out for the week.
Bring it up.
Hey, look here. Deuteronomy 30, verse 1. Hey, the last verse that we was reading, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68, it says that God is going to send the children of Israel back into Egypt again with ships. If you know anything about what the Israelites believe about Egypt, Egypt is the first place where they were enslaved to another black people. They served hard bondage in Egypt. And God came through Egypt and slaved their gods, slaved the Egyptians animals, their firstborn. He rained down fire and ice on them. He smote the country with thick darkness. He smote the country with frogs, with flies, with lice. He laid utter waste to their country.
That's right.
To give us our freedom.
All right.
Now, if you ever read the book of Revelation, that's what's coming to these European countries.
Come on.
That's what's coming. The judgment for what they've done to the children of Israel is coming to them. And look, that last curse being sold into slavery all over the world in slave ships. That's the last curse. Come on, folks. There's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, verse 1. And it shall come to pass. He started happy. Now all these things are come upon thee, the blessings and the curses which I have said. Hey, he said, after you experience the blessing, that's Deuteronomy 28, verses 1 to 13, I'm sorry, 1 to 14, and the curses, verses 15 to 68. So after you've been blessed, and after you've been sold into slavery all over the world, come on, which I have set before thee, and thou shalt call them to mind among all the nations, which is the Lord that God has given thee. And look here, God says you're going to remember who you are, living in somebody else's country, the same places where I shadowed you. Come on. And shall return unto the Lord thy God. You got to do what? And shall return unto the Lord thy God. You got to be Muslim and shall return unto the Lord thy God. You got to practice Roman Catholic Christianity and shall return unto the Lord thy God. So look, he says you don't need no religion to come back to him. He says you don't need no white man to teach you how to serve your God. What do you say you got to do? And shall return unto the Lord thy God. And do what? And shall obey his voice according to all that I command thee this day. So all the commandments that Moses gave the people back then are the commandments that we need to keep right now so that our God can come back to us. That's right. Also, that thou and thy children with all thy heart. So we got to teach our children. Like my brother was saying, mom and daddy, the responsibility is on you. And grandma and granddaddy, the responsibility is on you to teach your children to love the Most High God and to observe His commandments. Come on, son. And with all thy soul, all your soul, that then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity. He's going to do what? That then the Lord thy God will turn thy captivity. He's going to stop you from being a slave. Come on. And have compassion upon thee. He's going to feel bad for your suffering. Come on. And will return and gather thee. He didn't do what? And will return and gather thee. See, the Christian church says it's a rapture. But the Bible says that it's a gathering. The Most High God is going to come back and gather us. What's up, sis? Hey, all we got to do is come back and keep this commandment. Come on, give me some more. And from all the nations where the Lord thy God has scattered thee. So he's going to gather us from every nation that he scattered us to. Come on, son. If any of thine be driven out unto the outmost parts of the heaven, from thence will the Lord thy God gather thee, and from thence will he fetch thee. So look at God saying it don't matter if we've been scattered to the furthest parts of heaven. He's not going to leave one Negro behind.
Oh, praise!
He said he ain't going to leave one Afro-Palestinian. He's going to leave one Afro-Russian, one Afro-German. He's not going to leave one Negro behind.
He's
going to come back and gather every last one of us.
Thank you, Father.
Amen. God's good. He's good. We got to decide to be good. Come on, son, give me some more. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed. Hey, do we live in the land that our fathers possessed? Or do we live in the land that we will possess in? We live in a land where we used to be slaves.
That's right.
Come on, son, keep moving. Come on. And the Lord thy God will bring thee into the land which thy fathers possessed, and thou shalt possess it, and will do be good, and multiply thee above thy father. Come on, sir. And the Lord thy God will circumcise thy heart. Oh, he's going to give you a new heart. Come on. And the heart of thy seed, to love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, and with all thy soul. I think we got one more scripture left, so come on. That thou mayest live. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies. Say it again. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies. Say it again. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thine enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee. Hey, look here. When you get tired of disappointment, and you return to your God, and you keep his commandments, God says he's going to put all of these curses that were on us, he's going to put those curses on the people that oppressed us. He's going to put those curses on all those people that hated us. What's your secret? You want to live the rest of your life on the bottom of society with no hope? Or you want to live your life full of hope, knowing that the Most High God is coming back to justify and vindicate our suffering, and we're going to our enemies a righteous judgment. Hey, y'all, Got some of that scale first. Hey, look here. It's a Shabbat, our favorite day of the week. It's the Shabbat.
All
Hey,
right.
look here. We about to wrap it on up, get on our space. We're going to pray for you. We're going to ask the Most High to bless you. May the Most High keep you. May the Most High make his face to shine upon you and be gracious unto you. That's right. May the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob lift up his glorious countenance upon you, your home, and your family, and give y'all peace. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
May the Most High God add a blessing to those who heard his word, and may he double up, triple up, quadruple up the blessing on those who heard and will execute. Like we always say, bro, shalom and we go.
All right.
It's hard to attack, don't get back and forth. Oh. Great. Listen. Give me some collard greens. I feel like a brother. I feel good.